Hello! I just wanted to do another earthquake blog. I can't even give you an actual day now because it's kind of like, I would say, about a month and a half after. Besides what you've probably already heard in the news, they're trying to get a hold of the power plant situation still, but that's not what my blog is here for. I'm going to talk about what is happening in Tokyo. Things are pretty normal. The one thing, and I noted this in my Soish video, when I was actually videotaping and we had an aftershock when I was trying to drink the stuff, and but I mentioned that I don't feel comfortable shaking. And what I mean by that is I don't think I would be very comfortable going on a roller coaster or going on a Ferris wheel or any kind of thing that would normally be considered fun, or I may have considered fun in the past, like in the shaking, or even making myself shake like that, or spinning around in a chair and shaking or something. I no longer feel very comfortable about that because I start getting this weird sort of reaction in my body, like my body's used to feeling shaking now, and I'm getting that fight or flight response. And I start thinking in the back of my head, oh, I gotta give this 10 seconds, or am I gonna have to run out the door? Am I gonna have to jump under a desk? Am I gonna have to hold on to something? And I wouldn't say I'm not a major case or anything. I would say this is pretty normal. But I was looking around on the internets and looking around at some of the symptoms of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Of course, after any traumatic event, especially like something like this, PTSD is very prevalent in the people who have experienced it. Of course, one of the symptoms is feeling like you're reliving the experience, or you cannot feel comfortable in your everyday life. I'm not saying that I'm self-diagnosing myself with PTSD, no, God no. But thinking about the people who experience the worst of this, the worst of the earthquakes, the tsunami, the radiation, the evacuations, it's going to be, mentally, I think it's going to be extremely difficult for these people to get back to a regular life. Especially in a society in which it's not that mental health is ignored here. It's certainly addressed here, but I guess as a Westerner, it's different from what I've seen in hospitals here. Mental health is not really addressed by, from what I've seen, not really addressed by counseling or therapy in most cases, but I've seen just medicine, with not a lot of follow-ups. So, I'm actually worried about the state of Japan's, mental health. I don't think everybody's gonna go crazy or anything, but I think that PTSD is going to become a big issue in these next couple years. It's gonna become an issue, and I really, really hope that not just the pharmaceutical companies step up to this. I think that psychologists, not psychiatrists, psychologists need to be called in on this. I think that would really help people more than throwing a bunch of pills at them. Even going to the hospital, in my experience as an American, and when I say go to the hospital, it's basically the same as going to a clinic. If I have a cold, they just throw a lot of medicine at you and okay, goodbye. But it's to the point where they give you a lot of different medicine. And I will say, one really awesome thing about Japan is their national health care. We have national health care here. Most places accept it. The premiums are reasonable. And to get a normal consultation with your doctor here costs brace yourself. 500 yen, about 500 yen. That's about $650 US dollars. Yeah. Yeah. The premium I pay here is maybe $175 to $200 depending on the exchange rate a month. That's nothing. That's just nothing. The quality of care here is, like, physically is great. The hospitals on most parts are great. It's just doctors here like to prescribe a lot of medicine. Yeah. So I'm kind of anxious to see how it turns out. Of course, I'm hoping for, obviously a positive outcome, but that's sort of one thing that I've been thinking about. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to close here because I don't want to make this too long. Alright, that's it.